Hello, sir.
Hi, Sriram. Good morning. How are you?
Good evening. How are you? I'm doing fine.
Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you. So, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, yes, I can see your screen.
Okay. In this session, we will look at introduction to HTML. Okay. Uh, as a part of the application development framework, there are some foundational things. Okay, which is being covered. One at lesson 9 here, app basics HTML. So in application development framework, we'll use some technologies like web technologies, okay, of which HTML is a basic language, okay, on the web. Okay, so that we'll be covering in today's session. And another part of the development is when you use databases. So we are covering database SQL. Okay, so we'll plan to cover these two topics today. Okay, and what is an application development framework? So, and why you need it? The application development we are talking about is building any system which is accessible over the web. Okay, so when over the web you deploy your application which you built. In an app, when you say an application, it means that is is certain um, like is certain system which you can use, which can have transactions, which will have users. Users will have logins, and in that the transactions have some objects which are stored at the database. In these objects are much like our what we saw like a vehicle, person, objects. Okay, like the entity which we saw in object-oriented programming. So the objects could be like customers, orders. If you see, there could be different systems. A library could be using a library management system. Okay, a school could be using a student enrollment or a student management system. All this is some application, a set of screens and information stored as database records and all that. So this system is transactional, meaning users can log in and create orders, create transactions, okay, create records. So when you talk of such a system, it's called application. Okay. And the application here is not running in individual desktops. It is running at the server, and the server is having access provided to users over the internet. And so it's a web application. Okay. When your application is deployed on on the web, okay, it is typically running in a web server, okay, and that application is accessible over the web using the HTTP protocol. Okay, so HTTP protocol is the protocol which we even discussed earlier, and here the language to uh, know as the basic is HTML. You must have come across HTML, right? Have you had the chance to work on any HTML?
Uh, a little bit, very little bit, a
Very
little bit.
okay, some fair idea, right? But definitely we will see the basics of application development. We'll see the concepts in HTML, and we'll go through all the various files, the various tags, and so on. Okay, so that's the coverage of this session. Onto it, we have here introduction to HTML. Okay. Uh, Over the next few slides, we will learn concepts and also practice. Okay. So giving some basic terminologies here, look, this is HTML is used to create web pages. Okay, so when this application, let's say a library system or a student enrollment system, is deployed on the web, its screens are appearing as web pages. Okay, the screens are appearing as web pages, which can be accessed with a browser by some user. Okay, so the language used to create web pages is HTML, is used to create web pages. Okay, HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, HTML. Okay, and HTML is based on the HTTP protocol, Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Okay, Hypertext Transfer Protocol. What is a protocol? It is an agreement. Okay, whenever information is sent in HTML, the over the web, you use HTTP protocol, which has certain request and response. Okay, so there is an agreement which is made when the user is making a request and a response comes back. So this is the this is what is called a protocol. Anywhere over the web, you will see protocol. Okay, protocol simply means it's an agreement. Okay, and in this case, HTTP protocol. Okay, Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Now this came into popularity over the year 2000. Okay, and there was a bubble uh, for web development which started like .com bubble around the year 2000, and so the basis of it was HTTP protocol, and the language at the time which shot into popularity was Hypertext Markup Language. Okay, the latest version, even today HTML is quite popular. The latest version is HTML5. Okay, now HTML uses tags to define the elements of the web page. Okay, the page is described with this language and in the form of tags. Okay, the page is described in the form of tags to define the elements of the web page. We'll see some details. Okay, then HTML uses a style sheet. Okay, the tags is so much about content, whereas HTML uses the style sheet, which is like things called the background color, the foreground color, the color of the text, color of the buttons, all this sort of style elements are put together in a file called CSS, or cascading style sheet file. Now this style sheet is determining the or defining the style of the HTML web page. Okay, of the web page, and the HTML uses this style sheet. Okay, now what else is there in the part of HTTP protocol? The HTTP protocol has a web address which the user can access through a browser. So coming to this URL, Uniform Resource Locator. Okay, this simply means a web address which is appearing in such a form where it's www.facebook.com. It's just the name of a website. Okay, starts here with HTTPS for secure. Okay, colon // 2 forward slashes. Okay, and the website name. Okay, so this is the Uniform Resource Locator. HTTP stands for the protocol, S is secure. Okay, now colon and the site address. Now this site is equivalent to telling, this means that this page is located in some server. Okay, and that server has an IP address whose name is appearing like this. Okay, the IP address is the address of that server. However, the website is the page. The website is the page sitting on that server. So you have the site name. Okay, so www.facebook.com. Okay, .com standing for commercial websites are .com. So this is how it is, and this is forwards. I mean, again, a forward slash following that is optional, but that's your URL. So quite quickly, we looked at what's HTTP transfer protocol. Okay, HTTP protocol, HTML, markups having tags. We saw what is a URL, how does it look, and web pages. We saw what's the latest HTML language, HTML5. Web page has HTML tags, and this HTML language uses the style sheet, which is all about the presentation, the colors, the buttons, and all that inside a CSS style sheet called the cascading style sheet. Now, HTML itself is describing the page in terms of the contents. Okay, so it's web content which is being described in HTML language. Yeah, so style sheet has elements like color, font, thickness, button style, color, etc. Okay, background, foreground color, and all that. However, the style elements can be imported from another templating standard called Bootstrap, meaning I can have option 1, put all the presentation, the style sheet web elements into a CSS file and link this CSS file to the HTML, to the web page, or I could use a common standard called templating standard, or by the name of Bootstrap 5. Bootstrap 5 is a template standard. Why we call it standard? Because when a web page has elements, it could have various type of style of the buttons and so on. And simply put, you see the the style of some of these icons, some buttons and all that have, okay, for example, a button could have a sharp edge or a curved edge. Okay, so all these style elements could be different. One user could determine a button which is having a one presentation style. Another user could be having another style. But to have some common look and feel, we got a Bootstrap 5, which is a standard, meaning they have certain tags which you can use inside Bootstrap. If you refer to those Bootstrap, the Bootstrap file CSS is a common CSS located somewhere. Okay, from there you can use certain references in your tags, and it will use that particular style of presentation. So just simply put, a common standard of the presentation is available here. So the benefit is individual users can just use a reference to this CSS and have the same appearance for one user, one application. Another user could also use the same look and feel and the same style in his application. So all users, whoever, when all the developers of their own individual applications, instead of writing their own style sheet, they can refer to this Bootstrap. Okay, so it's a templating standard, and the version is 5. So that's a quick run into various aspects. Is anything, any question you have, anything? We will look at these in detail. Okay. Okay. All right, so let's move on. Next thing is we have the web architecture. Web architecture, modern, the web architecture traditionally, which started off was called the client server architecture. A client is using a simple browser and an internet connection to request information through the browser's URL to go to a page which is in the application located at the server. The server could be a web server. Okay, so client accesses the web server. Okay, so this is client server technology. It means client is sending a HTTP request, and the server is sending back a response, HTTP response. And so this was the first and the traditional model, which was popular around the year 2000. It started, even today it uses client server, but modern web architectures are a lot more. Single page application. That means the whole library system will only have one page. Okay. So single page, one HTML page. Rest, all of that, the underlying models and the entities like objects are going to be shown from that single page. Okay. Single page. Okay. Multi-page application. Okay. More than one page used. Okay. Serverless, meaning modern application has, these are some of the modern architecture. Serverless means no server. Okay, so various web architectures, microservices. Okay, we'll look at some example. Monolith and progressive web apps. Progressive web apps. Okay, so these are different modern architecture. Let's take a look at some of these. Serverless is where there is no server at all. So traditionally applications were deployed at the server, and even today to a large part it's deployed at the server until Amazon brought this concept on the cloud where there is no server. So that means uh, the the app is connected, the client is in serverless, connected through a gateway API to a serverless compute system. And at the background, you could have very many different types of application. It could be a database, and it could be several, it could be having more than one kind of application. Okay, so AWS Lambda is their serverless compute, and it dynamically can allocate the background server's content. Okay, this uses Amazon uh, DynamoDB, which is NoSQL database. Okay, this is a NoSQL database. We have this specialized case of such technology. So here there is a serverless architecture. Okay, so client has some browser and all that connected through an API, and the API is going to connect to different services. So that's serverless. Okay. Now, this is microservices. Microservices is like a single user interface connected to various services. Okay, various microservices. For example, one could be a printing service, another could be some address directory service, a third one could be doing some other service, and so on. So different services with a user interface connected to all these services. Okay, this is a microservices architecture. Okay, these are popularized by Amazon with this architecture. Microservices architecture, this is schematic here. You have the client at one end, and of course the server at the other end can connect to different so client layer here has got various devices. These are like mobile, tablet, and desktop. They are connected to an API gateway. API gateway means it's an entry point for the HTTP request. Okay, like we saw yesterday, like there is an API for everything, like weather or recipe or currency, all this as API. So the API gateway is where the applications, the client is connected through the API. And from the API, there is a container. Okay, this is a logical domain like separation, a container. And this container is holding microservice 1 running on a Java application. And that Java application is connected to the data store. Okay, so data store, it could have SQL, NoSQL, and so on. Okay. Now another container is Python connected. This Java is connected through one more container here, which is a Python microservice container, and that could also be connected to NoSQL database. Okay. And this one here is another language called Go, and that is connected to a SQL database. So at the background, there are several type of services, meaning here one is running one container in Python, another in Java, and the third one in Go language. And the container is getting orchestrated, means synchronized, like an orchestra, synchronized with to the client application, the client to various containers. Okay, the API will route. If I want to print, it might go use some printing. If I have to do some background processing of data, it's going to go to the Python container. So each of these are orchestrated by this architecture, and this the gateway connects to each of them. Okay, this such as architecture is a microservice architecture. And another one, and the last one is called progressive web apps. Okay, progressive web apps means it's not just a client, which is a page and a server. Between the page and the server, of course, there are several services. There's a service worker, and there is also a cache here. Cache is a temporary memory. Okay, so page is connected to the cache, and the service worker to the service worker can connect to one site here or one or more sites. It's a combination of different services, the site, and the cache. So such an architecture is called progressive web app. Okay, apps built with such an application technology, such an architecture is called progressive web apps. Okay, offline. What else is it submits? It supports. It supports a manifest file. That means you will see all the configuration in that. It has an offline access. Even the page will work offline. Okay, you don't have to have always connect to the back end services at the server. Offline access, possibly with the cache and all that. Service workers, there are service workers, one like printing service, another is doing some update, still yet another doing logging. All sort of things are going on in the services. And HTTPS, it supports HTTPS, that means it's secure. It is responsive. We'll see what that is. Page being responsive. User experience, you get better user experience in terms of performance. So performance is much faster. Okay. Now, to highlight where this architecture came from. This is called the progressive design architecture. In construction, they have taken this concept. If you come across, this is a building in New York. Okay, you must be knowing this building. It's by some name. It's defined by I think it's a Chinese architect. This building is one of the modern architecture. It's built on progressive design. Progressive design here, to understand the concept, there is a high degree of collaboration between the builder and the owner. Okay, it has got modern functionality, more open spaces, fresh air, and carbon reducing. That means you see there is some plants all over, the trees itself is all over the building. It's green building. So it's carbon reducing and so more efficient building. Okay. So this is some of the modern architecture in terms of building architecture. So the same concept was taken to have high degree of collaboration between the page memory, the cache, the site, the services, and this page to give better performance based on these points. Okay, so that is progressive web apps, and its more modern applications are using these. So let's see who uses these architecture. Uh, Today, single page web architecture is used by these companies like Gmail, Google Maps, PayPal, Pinterest, uh, could be for their web development and deployment. They're using this single page application. Multi-page used by Amazon, more e-commerce companies like Amazon, Alibaba, and eBay. Microservice architecture used by Netflix, Etsy, Uber, and Twitter. Most of these are having short services. Okay, um, could be uh, like you're just doing some simple operations only using Twitter, Uber, Etsy, and so on. Progressive web applications are used by companies like Pinterest, Trivago, Starbucks, Telegram, Treebo, and so on. So these are some of the architectures and the companies adopting this type of architecture for developing their web application. Now, HTML5, what is the difference? What's new in HTML5? I would say it stores data in the browser. Earlier, browser just is requesting through HTTP request and response, but for any access of the data, you have to request the server and get a response. No data was stored in the browser itself, except some cookies, right? But today, modern HTML5, the applications deployed this way can store data in the browser. Up to 5 MB of data can be stored locally. Okay, and all the stored data has no expiration date. Okay, that data sits there in the web permanently. So this is how this HTML5 web storage is new. Okay, uh, some of these is from the React side. So React JS is another web-based JavaScript-based package library from Facebook, and it's used in several of these applications and brands. Yeah, like Facebook, Netflix, Reddit, all these are using. Uh, this is still React technology. Oh, okay. Just one moment. Okay, so some more concepts here now to make a clear description or distinction between what is HTML and what is a presentation or the style sheet. Here is one, and the word one and the number one. Okay, this is data. Okay, so this is data actually, and the presentation element of this page is the color. Okay, so this background color. So HTML is all about the uh, tags for the data and the presentation. Okay, so you have another title here 2 and the number 2. This is again a data. Okay, so the field here could be counter. Counter will change 1, 2 likewise. But when you see the color is different here. So the background style, again, the style of these texts, all that is coming from the style sheet. Okay. This is the counter is having data 3 and the text is the word 3. And here is the style of the font style is something, this font width, thickness and height and all that. Again, the background color is green now. So this helps you understand there is a style elements different from the data. Okay, style element differ from the data. Hold on, we are just a little ahead, I believe, on this one. This. What are responsive templates? Okay, now responsive, we saw that modern applications are responsive in nature. Okay, we have this concept. Now you might ask, what is a responsive? Okay, so responsive means earlier when the web page is developed and deployed, there could be an image. Okay, there is some text in the middle. Okay, saying here is coming soon, and it's showing some picture, a logo here and some small text font. Okay, but if you see the same page, now there are different modern devices. It could be a mobile phone, it could be a tablet, it could be a desktop, or it could be a larger screen. So all these devices uh, should support how it presents into that device. The page should be able to accommodate into these various devices and still not look like it is awkward or it's not presented properly. Okay, so that's what we mean by responsive. And when we say responsive template, the web page is said to be responsive when you can still fit in two different devices, and if you resize also, because the size of this, let's say this is your laptop desktop screen, is standard size, this is oversized, and this is a small size of the screen. And as you can see here, coming soon is wrapped in 2 lines. It just wraps to 2 lines to fit to this mobile screen. It is the same page, but it has to fit and wrap instead of, because these sizes are different, but the page is only one, right? So to fit into different size, we call it responsive. Again, when you resize the page, it still should not show like it is broken and things like that. So that's a responsive design. Means a website looks good irrespective of devices in responsive design. Desktop, tablets, and phone. Okay, devices can be like this: desktop, tablets, and phones, and or even an oversized screen. So still, independent of these devices, it still should look good, and that it can be resized. You can hide, shrink, enlarge, or move the content to make it look good on any screen. So this is what responsive design is. And to keep that responsive design, you have a special tag called meta tag. Name is equal to viewport. A viewport is a visible area of the web page. Okay, now as I'm presenting, the viewport is showing my slide, the presentation slide on your screen, on the laptop screen at your end, so that it is fitting. Okay, and so here responsive means it's fit in a way that the viewport is a visible area of the screen of that page. Okay, so visible area of the page is called viewport. The browser gets a control of the page's dimension and so hold on, and scaling. Okay, with this setup, by telling name viewport content equal to width equal to device hyphen width. Okay, the width readily adjusts to the width of that device, be it mobile phone, which is having a small width, be it a large screen. One setup like this in your HTML tag will allow it to scale automatically. So initial scale is 1.0. That means its width and scale will fit automatically to that according to the device. And that's the viewport. The setting is viewport is the visible area of the page. So that's what we are saying here. The visible area of the page fit in scale with the device width. The width will be equal to device width. And this is a special tag called meta tag. Okay. And this makes the page responsive. Okay. It'll hide, it'll resize, whatever you do, it will just show. Now tags itself, uh, you have the website to become responsive. You could use another template called W3 template, which is www, okay, called W3. W3 templates are one responsive template. Now, when you say responsive template means there are a lot of presentation aspects to look at, like button, um, the display, so many aspects. So the templates provided can be are available in two types: bootstrap templates. This is a standard templates, or you could use a W3 template standard. So it can be any way. And you can see here with W3 inside this, you can see W3 classes. Okay, so when it calls W3 Jumbo animate top coming soon, that's what the coming soon text is appearing on that. Okay, so that's this coming from this tag. Okay, so we'll see these tags in a little bit more detail. And so wherever you see the W3 hyphen, this follows a W3 template. Okay, and you'll see these classes. So when you say class is W3, display top left, W3 padding large, W3 X large. So it is knowing the padding on that particular text display on that container. Okay, and here is a display in the middle with the jumbo. Some of these are various class tag setting names. Okay, and W3 CSS is here. Okay, so W3 schools is a public site where you can learn some HTML or various languages is there in W3 school. So here in this case, W3 CSS, the cascading style sheet setup. So getting some idea here, what's a responsive template?
Yes.
Okay. CSS. We will come into CSS. this I said as certain positioning about cascading style sheet, like this is a parent element and the child element is around that parked next to the parent element like this. What's the background color? What's the parent has a line, 2 pixels solid. This is the color, blue color. Color is blue, padding is 20 pixel. This is the width called the padding. It's 20 px stands for pixel. And then there's a dot child at this 1 pixel dotted. So you see a dotted line here. Background color is white, padding is 20, color is white, absolute position. Okay, we'll see this positioning, but what this one tells us, there is a parent class and a child class, much like the hierarchy, but they are having some positioning. Okay, so that's why the positioning of this is absolute, and the position can also be relative. Okay, so relative and absolute positioning. When it's absolute, it's like this. When the parent is relative, it goes like this. So parent element or the region is on the top, child is below, likewise. And that's the CSS positioning. Now, HTML itself, we look in more detail, not too much, but we'll cover what is essential. Okay. And of course, it's a good coverage. Okay. HTML has HTML tags. Okay. A web page written in hypertext markup language, HTML, has tags to describe the web page. So you're going to create pages which will have you as a developer will be writing the HTML tag. So the outermost tag is HTML. The tag appears inside angle brackets and the outermost is always HTML. Then you have head, body, and title in this case. So let's look at this. This outermost is HTML. So basically open a notepad or some file, text file, and put HTML, open tags, and the closing is like this, /HTML. Okay. So yeah. So basically this is the outermost tag. So HTML/HTML, and inside it you have body tags, body/body, and there is also head tags, head tag. Okay, head tags in this case not shown, but inside that you have headings. Headings have text. Basically, this is a inside the body you have H1 standing for the largest font size, H2, H3, H4 going down in the size in terms of how it looks. Okay, so that's the example here. When you say H6, it's the smallest tag. The tag has an angle brackets here. Then there is a text, and then there is an angle bracket for the slash. Okay, the close tag H6. So that's that small font like that, what you see. And the rest of the sizes are like that. Of course, the body tag finishes and the HTML finishes. Now, at the beginning of the HTML, you will see this doc type is HTML, which is just telling that it is a document type. This exclamation here is a comment, followed by this keyword doc type. It's always like that. Exclamation doc type space HTML. So this is just pure syntax. What it tells is it is saying that HTML is going to follow. Okay, so that's the simple HTML doc type comment. Now you could have seen some forms. Where is this web page? The web page could be letting you, for example, if you have to subscribe by putting your email and then clicking subscribe, right? So you are entering some email in that particular text box which is presented, and then next to it is a subscribe button, right? So the whole combination where you have some field and button is a form. Okay, the form collects user inputs that's sent to the web server for processing. Okay, so here is one: first name Bob, and then a button submit, like that. Okay, so this can be a simple form. Okay, what it is, it has a field, it has got a label, first name, it's a field, a text field. The data inside it is there as Bob, and then there is a button here, just submit button. You typically enter the name and click submit, or enter email address and click subscribe, or things like that. Okay, so that's a HTML form. Here is another form. You might have seen this when you log into the email. Username. Okay, username here is like your email login. So bob@email.com, and the password is hidden. So it appears as some stars or asterisks like that, and click submit, login or submit, like that. So this is a login form. Okay. So the form example means this is a simple text. When we put HTML text for different H1 to H2, 3, 4, like that, it's a simple page, contains simple textual information. Whereas in the form, you are asked, the form collects the user input and then sends it to the server for processing. To collect the user input, the form has a post method, collect and sending, right? It collects the input in the text box, and when the user clicks the button, it is like a submit button. It is submitting the information to the server. This is called a HTML post method. Okay, post sends the data to the server, and get receives the data from the server. Like earlier we saw, we send in the URL Q equal to New York. So that Q equal to New York is some keys which is doing a get operation. That means we will get typically a search, right? So you're getting what is the weather for New York. So you're sending a key, you're getting some weather information back. Another case, it could be you're sending an employee ID, you're getting his name back. Okay, name and other employee details, like that. So get is to receive the data, and post is to send the data. Post always has some text box and a button. Okay, so form method equal to post, label equal to first name, input type is a text, and the field name is first name, F name. What happens to be is there's a value, default value Bob, okay, inside it. And then we have a break row, and then it goes to the next. One more break row is an empty line. This break is a pushing it to the next line, and this break is pushing it to the following line. Following line, you have input type equal to submit, value equal to submit. This is submit button. And then the form tag closes. So this whole thing is what we saw here, this visually. Okay, form tag closes. Here is it. Form method equal to post. This is some syntax. This means it's always a post method we're going to invoke here. Label for fn. Fn is our text. Okay, see, this text box is input tag. So this is an input HTML tag. Input tag, its type is text, so that's text box. Its ID is first name, which short as fn. The ID is some short identifier, and name is equal to f name for the first name. Okay, so first name is, this text box is having a name, f name, id is fn. Value equal to Bob is default. Okay, and then br, and then just breaks the row. Br stand for break row. Goes to next line, again a break row. See this blank line is this line number 12, break row, and then type this an input tag for the submit button. Input type equal to submit, value equal to submit. Type equal to submit will automatically bring a submit button which is clickable. And the face text on that face of the button has this field which is value. If you say submit, it will show submit. If you say login, it will show the login. Okay, that's coming from the value. But the type is always submit for a button. Okay. So we saw a few things here. We saw a text box. We saw a button. But how is this first name coming? So whenever you have a text box which ID is FN, identifier, immediately preceding that input, you could have a label for this FN, a tag like that, label for FN, first name colon, and the label close and a break row. So what it does is it writes this text. This is the label. It writes this label. Sorry, this writes this label, and it is just immediately on top of this text box. So all the time you can have a text box by itself with saying input tag type equal to text. But when you have to put a label, you will always see an ID equal to fn. So then for this ID, so it's saying for that label, for that ID, the label is first name. So this is how it links. With the fn, it is linking. With the ID, it is linking. Okay, for equal to whatever the value of this ID. Okay, so that's the label. It's just sitting on top of this text box. Of course, value equal to Bob is the default value inside. Okay, and the form tag end. So this is a pretty neat, simple form. Okay, you have seen, no, subscribe to my newsletter, things like that. No, it'll expose only one field, and you put the email. It'll be written email on top like this, and you put the email address and click submit like that. So that's the simple form on a web page. And p tag is just everything is tags. Okay, that means an open tag is the closing of the p tag is there. Okay, so p and /p means it's a paragraph. A paragraph. So below the submit button, below this form tag is a paragraph of text. I've just had my first paragraph, so it will just show my first paragraph. What it could take a multi-line paragraph here. So that's what this is. Is this clear? And all this is sitting in the body part, and out here you have a head. In this example, head/head, and inside the head is a title. This is typically the page title. A title tag will show up on the top of the window of that page. Okay, so here we call it page title. So that will be a text sitting as page title. It could be like a customer, it could be like student, it could be whatever that page is, orders, things like that, page title. Okay, this is the input. This is the login form. Similarly, form method equal to post, and then we have a text box here which shows Bob at email. So here is username, ID is username, type equal to text. Okay, so for this ID, username, here is my label. and the label tag closes. So label for equal to username. These two are same. The ID will come here. The value of the ID will come here. For that ID, the tag open tag, okay, this is the label. So the username. And then label tag closes, break row, goes to the next line. So that username colon appears there. Okay, then you have password, similar. The moment you say input type equal to password, the default HTML behavior is it will cover the text what you're typing with asterisks or stars. Okay, so that is made possible with this value type equal to password and ID equal to PWD, a short ID representing what this text can be referred with in terms of label and all that. So PWD. So just immediately above the input tag is always the label tag when you have a label for equal to PWD, this ID, password colon, this is the text, and then slash labels and then a break row. So that the name equal to PW, the name is this name of the text box and a break row here. So this sort of builds what is the form, the login form. Point to note is this method is posed because whatever you're going to give, the data will be received and then posted to the server. Here is the submit button. Below this break row, below this blank row, BR. Okay, that's the way you can remember. Blank row is BR, or break row is another reference. Below that is submit button. All the time, input type equal to submit, value equal to submit, and the form tag closes. Okay. Now, we will do some hands-on, but just a moment. We have HTML list. You will have this bullets on some of the text. So that's whenever it has bullets, it's called unordered list. When it is a numbered list, it's called ordered list. Okay, I repeat. Unordered list means there is only the prefix of that list is having bullet points. Here, 1, 2, 3, it goes on like that. Ordered list means it will not have bullet points. It will be formatted with 1, 2, 3 numbers like that. And the code for that, HTML for that has UL standing for unordered list. UL and the tag UL tag closes. LI standing for this list item, apple, banana, kiwi, like that. LI tag. Same here for LI tag. Only thing, for it to be an ordered list, it should be OL tag. So these are some tags. Okay. This is a table. So table tag. So basic table. This is the HTML for it, which is got a style. Style of the table is 1 pixel solid black line. So you can see that's a solid black line here, and around the whole contents a single solid black line. So it appears like 2 double lines, 2 lines here. Okay, it appears like a double line here. So that's coming from the style tag. So there are either you can put the style inside the HTML with the style tags internally to the HTML, or you can have it referenced from a CSS file externally. So when it's referred internally, you have the CSS right inside the HTML itself. Okay, so the HTML and the style table, comma, table header, comma, table data, flower brackets, all three. The header is this row and the data is this row, these two rows. All of them have border 1 pixel solid black. And then the outer one also is 1 pixel solid black. So this is the table. HTML table is a table tag. A table tag is opening there. And the table tag ends somewhere here. Yeah, the table tag ends here. Okay. So table tag. So the table tag opened here and ended here. Table row. See in this table, this is the table what you're seeing, HTML table. There are 3 rows, row 1, row 2, row 3. Row 1 is the column table header. That's called TH. So TR stands for the first row and TH is this headers. Okay, this content, product code. So whenever you see one TH, it's one column title. Another TH is in the second column title, which is product name, and the third TH is country here. Okay, so this is the first row with header information only. The second, third rows are all table data. So it's TD tag. So if you see that's table row, and the next row here is the second row, for which TD tags, like the product code like that, and product name oranges, country Spain. Okay. Then table row again, that means one more row below. Table data 1002. Pineapples, Mexico. Okay, so these are some fruits in these regions. Okay. Okay, so is this clear? And here table style equal to width colon 40. Quite easily, if you see the whole page, let's take the width as 100%. Width from here through to the other side is 100%. Then the physical appearance of this table in this page is 40% of the whole width. So that's what we're doing here, setting style equal to width colon 40%, meaning the whole table will sit at this width. It will not be, if you set it to 50, it will be about till the middle of the page. Okay, so 40 is somewhere less than half of the page. If it were 75, it would have gone beyond up to 3/4 of the page. So width colon a percentage lets you define the width of the whole table. And that style is at the table tag. Okay, I just happen to. Okay, so are you following so far, Sriram? Sriram, are you able to understand?
Yes,
We
yes.
will do hands-on. It's not just, I'm just doing a walkthrough in the screen here, but we will do hands-on for these same tags.
Okay.
So table, and then it's bootstrap that will appear as this inside the head tag. Instead of putting a style tag like this inside, like a raw, this is a direct setting or a style tag inside the HTML. Whereas you can put in the header head tag a link like that, and rel equal to style sheet. So this is a style sheet from externally on the web, delivered, delivering the style. It's called bootstrap.min.css. So when you refer to bootstrap, the page, the screen components of that page is made to look nicer in terms of themed colors, themes, color, text, icons, buttons, nav bar. See this? It's the same page. The same page is mobile responsive as well. So here it is showing the page like this with the graph, whereas on a web page, it is showing which the width is wider. This is a mobile device of that page. This is the same page in a laptop web page, okay, through the browser. So adding uh, look and feel throughout the page is what Bootstrap is doing. And what we are doing is add the below Bootstrap link on the previous HTML, the same basic table which showed the products oranges, pineapple, Spain, and Mexico. This changes like this. The look and feel is slightly better. Okay. So this is basic HTML, which with this border 1 pixel solid black table, whereas the same table with Bootstrap being linked up, the look and feel of the table is single lines, everything is automatically set. The title is bold, everything is automatically set. How it works? Because we just put a link to the Bootstrap style sheet. Where is the Bootstrap style sheet? In such a path on the internet. Okay. So it's a content delivery network which delivers, every developer can refer this. It is referred from the HTML with this link tag. href is equal to that location. Okay, rel style sheet. So this is just a link to Bootstrap and then the page changes. See, this is an example of a products table. Okay, I use that link, Bootstrap link. And so the background color and all that is also set in some location. So that's coming over here. Here you can see a web gradient. This blue here and this pink in the right corner. So this is a gradient. Okay, so this means the background skin color or background color, you know. So that's a gradient, web gradient. This is Bootstrap. So Bootstrap is what? Bootstrap is making the page style sheet. Bootstrap is basically a template standard. Okay, it's a standard which is giving you a certain look and feel, uniform look and feel, the page across the whole page, and the screen components are made to look, the screen components of that page is made to look nicer with themes, colors, all that. Okay, so it is not just for table, it's there for almost every user interface, the theme. Okay, buttons and all that. Okay, HTML flexbox, a little grid. Okay, I pause here. When we'll take this up later. When we come back, okay, I'll give you a short break here. When we come back, we'll start with some hands-on on basic HTML. Okay, we'll go through this HTML text here, then a form, then this form, then the login, the list here, and the table. Okay, so that will be the scope when we come back. You have any questions? We will take a short break. Okay. Okay, Sriram. Let's take a short break. Just
Right.
yeah, you can take a 15-minute break. Okay.
Okay.
And we'll restart after that. Okay. With the hands on. Okay. So, okay, we'll meet in 15 minutes then. Take care. So I got, you can locate one folder in your desktop uh, where we'll place all the HTML files. Okay, it can be typically any folder name. Uh, just a moment. Yes. Give me a moment. Let me just locate my folder. Okay. So you can either create a folder C HTML like that, okay, and directly or C dev HTML. So under C folder, the C drive, you create one folder called dev and put a subfolder like that HTML inside that, okay. So HTML inside that. So what we got here, a basic HTML script. So a HTML file will have a .html extension, and over here either on PyCharm or it can be a plain text editor. Okay, the text editor which I got installed here, I will show here as Sublime Text. Let me just, it is one software, it's a freeware, okay. When you open any text file, okay, Sublime Text, so it's asking update this, okay, update, no problem. So that can take place. So here is Sublime Text. You can install it from the browser. If you have to start it at your end, go to write Sublime Text download, okay, and Sublime Text download will come like that, and click on Sublime Text, and this Windows build will just get downloaded. Sublime Text, it just downloaded that. So yeah, it will install Sublime Text latest version. So the way you go about doing it, I'll put this in the chat so that you can get to it right off. To the link, use this link to go to this page, and yeah, I put it in the chat now. As soon as you get to here, it will do the download. Okay. Resume. It's like, instead of using a notepad, this is a free open source edition, which will allow you to view the text in different format of different languages. Okay, so run there by double clicking Sublime Text. Yeah, you can do it along with me. It pops up, say yes. Add to Explorer menu. Yeah, yes, install. Following application is need to be updated by setup. Automatically close. I say do not close. You can. It's installing Sublime Text. Delete, fail, access, retry. It's saying close the Sublime Text editor. Sorry. So let's install it again. Trying again. Retry. Error occurred while trying to replace existing delete file code by accessing retry to retry again, ignore, skip. Okay, I'll just ignore it. It's just upgrading in my end to build 4180. No issues. Ignore any errors. Ignore. Sorry about the sound. If you're on a headphone, my apologies. Okay, oh, so many upgrades. Okay, so just close this once again. Okay, just press escape. So what it does is, if you go look in your taskbar, sorry, your start button, you will have Sublime Text. Here it, Sublime Text 3. Sriram, you were able to install Sublime Text 3?
Yes.
Okay, okay. For me, it's going about in circles. It's trying to update something, again back, that. But if you are able to install it pretty clean, just get to the menu there. I will show up here on my screen. Go to this view menu. Go to the view menu and navigate to syntax. You will see several languages. Okay, several languages: HTML, Java, JavaScript, whatever, C, CSS, all this. The point I'm trying to see is Sublime Text will set for any of these languages. We are using HTML, so it will know the syntax of HTML automatically. It will know to adjust to the syntax of HTML automatically. So that's what you do. The way you do that is go to view, go to syntaxes. This tick mark should be prefixing HTML. Even Python is somewhere below there. Yeah, the Python. You could choose when you write a Python language program, you could choose Python. So this is like a little advanced version of a notepad editor. Here we are just looking at HTML, and you can start tags like that. HTML up. It immediately is doing some prompting, you see. So that's the editor. The moment I press HTML, okay, I did enter and it's just, so this has got some intelligence to map what you are trying to do, and it prompts and it is little ahead because it has artificial intelligence built into it. Okay, and let me yeah, this is a demo version only. It's a open source version. So yeah, it has got an AI called Kite into it. Okay, Kite is AI. It's artificial intelligence built into this. Uh, or this might come as a additional installation, but never mind. Yeah, Kite could be in a plugin. So no problem. So build system automatic. Yeah, there are so many other settings you currently don't let anything bother. Okay. The only thing which you need to look at the moment, quite simple, is the view syntax set to HTML. So, and then it is readily pulled out the template HTML for me. Doc type HTML, everything is ready there. Head tag, title. Okay. Now title, just say hello world, typically the title of the HTML page, and the head here and the body tag. So simple body tag is a H1. Hello Ram, like that. Backspace H1. Okay, it just did the code completion. So cool. So H1, immediately it knew that it has to do the tag closure. Okay, so I have a title of the page, hello world, here, right? So this is a simple HTML. What I'll do is now the file has to be saved as a certain file. So I will be using this folder. For storing the HTML. So I just copy this. It's my path here. So I want to save it in that location which I created. Okay. So enter. It's pointing to that location. And I can say hello, some name. Hello, Sriram, dot. So I don't need to say dot HTML. So HTML is the default option. The file extension for HTML is .html, sometimes .htm. So HTML is the default. So I'm saving it as some name. Okay, hello Sriram, like that. Okay, so the file name is like that. Now go to hello world file which we just created there. There, hello Sriram. And its file extension is automatically set up as Microsoft Edge here. Never mind, I right click it and open with Chrome. And there you see hello Sriram. So what we used a Chrome browser and opened a HTML file which is showing hello Sriram in H1 tag. But look at the page title is hello world here. So this is where the page title appears, and this is the text inside, which is of the height H1, which is showing a text. Okay, hello Sriram. Let me see, I'll send this tag, but are you able to get to, can you share your screen? Let's see, I will stop sharing here. Okay. Yeah, zoom it up a bit, please. Control zoom. Okay, okay, very good. So head tag, so the head tag is done. The HTML is not done the completion, right? So did it do the entire HTML by itself or you type this?
I typed this.
Okay, so then here we HTML's close tag, line 2 was HTML, right? So that one closes at line 7. Put an arrow, yeah, backslash, I mean the slash HTML. Closure tags always have this slash before it. Before, yeah, yeah, okay. And here title, it looks like it's broken here. You don't need the title tag in red, closed at the title tag in red. Yeah, the white title below after that can be removed. Yeah. So that's the head. Now come into uh, row. Yeah, insert a new row after the 5th line before the HTML. Yeah, yeah, enter. Yeah. Now you start a body tag. Angle. Yeah, it comes at the same level as head. So that way it's good. Yeah. Angle. BO. No, BO, not. Yeah. BO. Choose that one. Okay. Type hello Sriram. Okay. Now angle bracket. Body. Choose body. Actually, yeah, when you choose from the list, the body tag automatically closes. So this start, yeah, you can remove that. So yeah, save this file, save as. Choose the location from the top, wherever now it's pointing to Sublime Text. You created any HTML folder? Better to create HTML. Okay, HTML skill. Okay, you can type now. Yeah, give it any name. The default sub file type is HTML only. HTML. Not necessary to go all caps. Just put hello Sriram. Yeah, hello hyphen. It's a single word, so you have to put the hyphen there. Yeah, save, yes. Okay, so that's save. Go open this file from the desktop, on the folders, File Explorer, go to File Explorer. Right click on that. Yeah, right click on that. Choose open with. Yeah, very good. Right. You can zoom the page. Yeah. Correct. Yeah. So the title, about the title, the page title is seen. I can't see the page title. Is it showing hello? Yeah, there is hello world. That's correct. Okay, this is good. Okay, we have created the first HTML. Okay, very good. And yeah, tools. Go developer plugin. Correct. View. Okay. App indentation. Okay. Yeah, let me share the screen. It had an AI-based extension, I believe. I think, yeah, anyway, that allows you to customize to have the AI. Okay. But yeah, let's not bother because we better get some hands-on. Because as you saw, the whole HTML tag was automatically dropped into my editor like that. Um, okay, so this is a template, right? HTML head, body, title. Okay, doc type and all that is a template. Okay, and we just put some title and the text content inside the body. Uh, okay, so that was our first HTML. Then let's this H1, H2 reduces in size like that. Okay. Uh, then let's go to HTML form. Create this one. Okay, HTML form. So we can call it some subscription title. Form method likewise. This one. Okay, let's go about doing it. Title. I would say, say newsletter. Newsletter subscription. Okay, some title. Okay, and body here will start a form tag. Form. Okay, form tag. But inside the form tag is my. So the form tag is here and it closes here. Okay, so this is good, but inside the form we have this method equal to post, and this post is in all caps, right? Like that. Method equal to post, like that. Method equal to post. Method equal to post. Are you with me so far? Form tag
Yes.
method equal to post, and then enter here. Now inside the form we're going to have a text box, and a submit button. So we start off saying input like that, type equal to text, type equal to text, txt. Now it's asking for the name, input type equal to text, name is first name, so I've just put f name, but before the name I have id equal to fn, the identifier of that input of that text box is given fn. Name equal to fname, value equal to Bob, value equal to Bob. And then comes a br. I have a break row or break row. It'll do a break to get to from control come from the end of this text box to the next beginning of the next line with br. And then I do one more br. Okay. So we'll keep there. Are you here at this point so far?
Yeah, I've written up until line 10.
Okay, very good. Then here we'll start a label. And inside the label for equal to within quote fn. For equal to fn is this identifier. So way it understands this label is for this input text. And what we give first name colon, first name colon. So a pair of label and input is always together. The label referring this, and this label is above the input text. Okay, label is typically above the input text box. So here is here. And then next one is after this break, I think this label has a break. So BR after the label closes. After the label closes, the BR, then the next text box line. The BR and then the blank. So there is no gap here. First name, there's no gap here. Whereas after this BR, there's one blank line, which is where we are here at line 10. Then come to the next line, input type equal to, this is a button, type equal to a submit button. Name, I'm keeping it as submit. So this is how a button is identified. Type is submit, name is submit, but name can be like login, things like that. So name, not name, value. Okay, this is, it is not name, value. Value can be the value of the button. It can be login, uh, login, or it can be submit, like that. Okay, so I leave it with submit, and then insert a p tag. Of course, my first para, or we can say my first paragraph. And close this p tag. Close this p tag. So once you close this p tag, this just writes this my first paragraph, or it could be to put it in multiple lines. Let's even say let's say thank you, or say thanks subscribing. Okay. There was something like that. So let's save this. So p tag is a paragraph. Yeah. Okay, I saved on top of the earlier one. You can say file save as. Don't overwrite the earlier file. Uh, form hyphen Sriram. So I just kept it form hyphen Sriram. So if you come back here in the browser, just change this name here to form and just enter. Okay. So it's gone all on the same line. If you got this far, first name is Bob. Yeah, like that. This button will not do anything now. It's just clicking and refreshing each time. But it's clickable button. Okay. Initializes every time I click. My first paragraph, thanks for subscribing to my newsletter. Now have you got this far? Save some change here. Let's see. Yeah. So my first paragraph, and then I put it to the next line by putting a BR tag at the end of the line. So it's just done our come to the next line. Thanks for subscribing to my newsletter. The good part is you can just refresh things when you keep this editor. Suppose I change Bob to Sriram like that. Okay, I can do Control S, it will save. Typically Control S is save. Okay, make a change, Control S on your keyboard, Control and S all together pressed, and come here, you refresh. It refreshed. Okay, so that's easy to track such change. So this is a simple form. Okay, and have you got this screen? You want to share the screen?
Yeah, sure.
That label should not break. See, the tag itself should not break. Yeah, yeah, take it. Yeah, that's good. So here input goes to next one, BR. Okay, and type of button, come to the end of that row 12 and hit the enter after the BR. No, no, that's okay. At the end of 12, after the BR, yeah, now enter angle input. I mean, yeah, input type equal to here submit SUBMIT, yeah, MIT, S in lowercase, data key, yeah, submit, value equal to, not name, value, sorry, yeah, value within quotes, submit in uppercase, S uppercase, submit, yeah, can remove that name equal to, you can remove that part, yeah. So simply this is an input tag. Yeah, that's it. Save and go to the browser. Save as, yeah, sorry, save as. Choose form hyphen Sriram. See, what you can add here though, come to one, hit the enter, a BR. I think there is a BR. BR. No, BR here. Come to the next line. Come to next line after the submit. Yeah, hit enter. No, keep, yeah, hit enter and do a P tag, angle brackets P, this close angle brackets. Yeah, and my first paragraph, type in. Okay, put a BR, yeah, yeah, hit enter. Thank you. Thanks for subscribing to my newsletter. Oh, okay. Save Control S. Now do the Control S. Yeah, go to the browser and refresh. Don't close the browser. Typically, whatever is there. Yeah, yeah. Zoom up. Yeah, very good, very good. Subscribing. Yeah, so that's good. So you got the form there. Yeah, you can type anything. It doesn't have any response at the moment, except when you click on submit there. Type in Sriram and click on submit. First name Sriram. Yeah, type submit. It'll refresh to Bob. So what's happening is actually the post is happened, but there is nothing at the server end. Just a plain browser HTML. So when I submit it, the post is firing, but it's refreshing the page. Okay. When it refreshes the page, Bob inside that HTML comes back. So, and here your first paragraph below, thanks for subscribing to my newsletter. So that can have multiple lines of content, or here we are saying thank you like that. Okay. Typically in your web page, you could ask for people to enroll or subscribe, and this could be one simple HTML for it. Now onto a login page. Yeah, you can stop the sharing, but don't close the browser there on the background. all we'll do is come here and change the file name and hit refresh. Okay, you can leave it like that. Just stop the sharing. That's all. Yeah. Keep this and do the control save as all the time. Okay, so we have come to a point. Okay, next on to the HTML login form. We're going to use two pairs. We're going to use two sets of label and input. One of them is the first input is text for the username, where it's user name as the text box, and the second one is type as password for the password text box. Okay, and the third input type is submit, which is the same submit button. So back to this file.
Sir,
Yeah.
you're not sharing your screen.
Oh, sorry. I keep missing. Sorry. Thank you. So what we're going to do here is we have two input text boxes and their labels. A label and input pair, one for the username, the type is text, a label and input, the second input text box for the password. And when we say type equal to password instead of type equal to text, this will automatically hide the password which you're typing with asterisks. And the rest is the same. So what we do here in the earlier CSS, earlier HTML, we copy this pair of input label with one line 10 and the BR, copy that entire thing, enter and paste it below. Okay, so that makes it two input text box with their labels. So then work on the first one, labeled FN. So it's no longer FN. I would call it UN for username. Name is username. And I'm changing just these things, username and UN for user. So ID I change for the input type is text. Name is username, value Sriram. This ID of UN is used in the for equal to UN user space name. Second one is PW ID. Just change the IDs first. PW is PW. Type is password. Type is password. Type is password. Name is password. PWD, it can be anything. Okay. Only thing, this ID should be called here. And then I have password like that. Value will not be there unless you want to have a default password. Name is sufficient. Okay, so I just remove that. So type is password, ID is PW, name is PWD. This is good. File. So let's see what this is. This is a login. Newsletter submission. I'll change subscription. I'll change to login. Just say login page. Or title appears on the top of the page, right? So this is the window title or the page title appearing on that tab, on that similar. So login page. So file, save as, keep it as login hyphen Sriram. It's prompting, just say okay on that. So login page. Have you got it so far?
Yes.
Okay, now go to the browser page and type just the name here to login. I'm going to bring up the login. Username is defaulted. The text coming from value equal to Sriram. And password you can type, okay. Let's say type some password. It's going to hide up and show it as hidden password. Click submit, it'll refresh. Did you get that? Password.
Yes, right on.
Oh, very good. So next one, HTML lists. HTML list, which is our unordered list, UL tags. Ordered list is OL tags. Individual list items are LI tags. Okay, just these three to be kept in mind. UL, OL, and LI. LI is the same for any list item. Okay, let's go. File. Yeah, we'll save differently. But yeah, we start a new file or just clear this off and save. I'm going to remove from the form tag completely on the earlier one, retain the rest. I go save as and login Sriram. Here we have roots or sorry, list hyphen Sriram like that. Okay. Inside we're changing login page to my list of fruits. the body tag, start a h2 tag. So little, say, unordered list h/h2 tag. So create an unordered list, title another one as ordered list, enter here, start with ul for unordered list. This will be ul for unordered list. That closes the ul tag like that, and li for list item, we have Apple, copy that, okay. The same, I can use this. So the ul tag finishes, and then I can start an ol slash ol same list items. Okay. File, save as. So this is list. Sorry, this is list Shriram. Okay. So the file name is list of fruits. I mean list of fruits inside a list Shriram file. This will be my page title. Unordered list and ordered list. So come back here, change login to list, and there you go. Here you have the bullet points for unordered, whereas ordered list is the numbers. Did you get that?
It says I have to purchase Sublime Text. It says I'm out of
That you can
plans.
say cancel or whatever. It's
Uh,
just a prompt. After some time it prompts, you can skip that. OL. Add another item, list item. Add another list item, then order. I'll save, refresh. Okay, you got that. You can share your screen. Okay, you can paste the same in the unordered list as well. Mango, the fourth entry in the order list. Yeah. Okay. Control S and go to the browser. Wait, the file type got changed for some reason.
It won't let me open in a browser for some reason. It's only allowing.
Correct. But file type, go to properties. The file type changed. Then when you saved it, click on advanced here. No, yeah. I think the file type got changed. No issues. You come back to Sublime Text. I'll tell you. File save as. Here below the no, don't no, just say no. It's okay. Save as type, no, that's below a star dot star. That should be HTML. That was the reason it didn't save. Yeah, HTML. Yeah, I could choose the first one. Save this. So now onto the browser. No, go to the browser itself. There, yeah, there you change. Sorry, there you change list. Yeah. Uh,
So much.
you can delete this file. No,
Yeah.
not here. On the file explorer, you can delete the file. Yeah, just that one, delete. Now save from save as. Yeah. Oh, you know what? No, come back. Don't do that. Cancel. Uh, just check the view. Click on view on the menu. Syntax.
Yeah, it's still in HTML.
Okay, now save as. Oh, wait, here the body tag has to have the HTML at the end. No? That also is not. 21. Enter. Yeah. Save. Save as. I'll tell you one option. Go to that dialog. When you do file save as, click on file save as. Yeah, hold on. Click on hello Sriram now on that one of them. Yeah, click. Still all files. Huh? Yeah, because save type should be like
Should I just copy the try again and delete this file and then copy the code so I have the code and then just rewrite the code one more time, like copy paste it and then try saving it?
one way is, yeah, you copy this whole code, Control A and copy the code and try to open the login page. Yeah, you have the hello and all that. Now click on that first file. Yeah, now paste it here until you paste here. File save as. Okay, file menu, save as. Now change the name to a list. Yeah, now this should do. Now go to your browser. What is it asking? Save anyway. Yeah. Okay, it's saved. Okay, now open with the no. Yeah, yeah, there you are. An ordered list, and the ordered list title is not there. It's okay. It's okay. So you got the numbers. Uh, okay, so yeah, get back to your code on that. That H2 is missing on the second one. You can row 7 or line 7. Yeah, H2 tag for the unordered list. And copy paste into ordered list. Yeah, copy line 7 and put it in line 14. Yeah, correct. So just change this as ordered list instead of unordered list. Yeah, ordered list. Control S and refresh. Okay, okay. Now the next one, HTML table. Okay, so yes, so basic HTML table. Yeah, let me share the screen. Okay, so I will start inside the body tag. HTML table like that. And I'm just going to remove all these. So we'll create a table and here. So table tag table. Okay. And the table width. So style equal to width equal 40%. Like that. Okay. And then comes tr. When it's tr, better to close like that. Tr table row. This is my first row. Th. Sorry, th here gives me product code. Product code. Now the th product name. You have to get to the habit of copying and pasting. It's the things which are repeated, better to copy paste. Country. So we have one row which has table headers. The three columns are product code, product name, and country. Okay, so I don't need the space. Like that. Then copy this entire. Okay, the next one. Next one can be tr, the closure. Next row, pd, closure, table data. Product code is P1001. Like that. And so we are creating that second column on the second row. Product name oranges slash pd is famous for oranges pd. So the second row got created like this. Are you at this point? Okay. And copy paste that second row in enter and press home to go to the front of the line. Paste is the third row. So that's my third row. I change oranges to pineapple, apples, pineapples, paint Mexico, popular for pineapples. So then I got all the data there. Control yes. Oops, sorry. Not I saved overwritten. Make sure you do save as, and here you say table Shriram. I overwrote the earlier file, but it's okay. HTML table. So I'll come over here. Table. So that the HTML table appears, but wait, the style sheet is still not there. So this is how it looks without the lines and all that. And so we'll introduce a style element. So are you here at this point? It looks like this. Just tell me when you reach this point. 3 rows. We hear this. You have got till the second row. Table. Are you through with the second row? 3 rows are appearing, Sriram. Once you get this second row, copy paste for the third row. Okay.
Still
And
at the
this is the only one which will have TH. The rest is TD. Table data. That's table data.
after the title, it's not showing my code.
That's probably because this row 18 here, TR, and then the TD. You might have missed the TR.
No, like there's no code. The code isn't there anymore. I don't know why.
Let me
It's just blank some reason. Yeah, that's it.
let me see. You can share.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, here it's still the last file. We have to start with table data. So yeah, you can remove this entire lines and save the file as file save as. Give it one moment. First name the file newly because I ended up overwriting the file. So file save as. No, say not okay, save as. Yeah, that's correct. Save as. Yeah. So list, you change the list to table. Table. Click save. Okay. Now what you do is from row 7 till row 20, you completely remove it. Yeah. Yeah. Now start with angle table, a table tag. Table. Choose table there. Yeah. There you go. Enter. Okay. Now this table is inside the table tag where the angle bracket, the greater after the letter E, click the at row 7 space. Here what we're going to do is we're going to give the parameter width. Okay, so what we have is style there. Yeah, style. Yeah, choose that. Width. Now type width. Width. WI. Yeah, WID. Yeah, enter. 40%. Yeah, you can remove that semicolon after. Correct. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, yeah. Now enter. Yeah. Now you start off th tag. Because t tag. Yeah, th. Yes. And type product code. Product code. Okay, the P capital. Yeah, yeah. Or uppercase, P in uppercase. Yeah. Next row, copy this whole thing. No, that line alone. that whole, yes, copy, click at the end, enter, press home on your keyboard. You have to go to the big paste now. Oh, it went, okay. Okay, you can align the TH below the other TH. Product name, just change code to name. Name. Enter to at the end of, enter. Paste. So that's the third column. Country. So this forms that. So actually this is the columns, but we have to insert a table row for that first row. The column alone wouldn't do it. So click at the end of the width percent 40 after the angle bracket closes and press enter. Click at the end of row 7. Enter. So we have to give it a TR. So TR. Enter. Now enter. Now place this rows 11 to 13 inside the TR. Correct. So this is our first row. Now at 13, enter now. No, bring at the end of row 12 after the row. So first row is formed. Now we're going to put another row. So press TR, type in TR, tag again. TR, enter. So you can align row 13, correct. So similarly, TD for table data, TD, tag TD, enter. Sorry, no need to enter, just undo, Control Z, Here type P1001, that's the data. Go to the end of the line, press enter, one more TD, 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 no, TD, and okay. Now type in oranges, or no. You just need to press the angle and the backslash and the forward slash. The TD will close automatically. Okay, so go to the next row, enter. TD, angle TD. Type Spain. So now we got from row 13 to 17 as the second row. Copy that whole thing. Row 13 to 17. No, 13 to 17. Because that's our second row now. We have to go to create a third row. Press enter at the end of row. You can paste this. Go to paste this. P1002. Here pineapples. Spain, change to Mexico. Now Control S and go to the refresh. You can just say Control S. Here list you change to table. So you got that. Very good. But the lines have not come. So get back to yes. So you can go back to the code. Yeah, here, go up. I'll tell you, go up and below where it is telling HTML at line 2, go way up. Yeah, enter there. After line 2, click enter, and you can say style. No, angle. Yeah, no, not like that. You start a tag, style tag. Yeah, correct. Text CSS, it shows no, style. That's okay. The style table, comma, th and td. Yeah, you can ignore the type for now. Text CSS, what commonly goes in there, but you can after the close tag of this current style tag, the close ends after the CSS and the angle. No, click in between the two arrows. Yeah, enter. Type table in lowercase. Yeah, choose table, comma th, comma td, and then open a flower bracket, curly braces. Yeah. So enter there, and you're going to say border 1 pixel, border 1 pixel, 1 px. Oh no, 1 and immediately, yeah, 1 and px. Yeah, space solid black. No, space there. No. Between the x and the semicolon, space solid black. Yeah. So this means that this border colon 1 pixel solid black will apply to table header and table data. Table is entire table, the outermost square box. Inner table header, every 3 columns titles will go in a box, and TD also will go every data, TD data in a box. So this is the style tag. Okay, style tag from 3 to 7. Control S and you come back to this one. Yeah, just do Control S, it will save. Go to the browser, refresh. Yeah, there you go. Just zoom up a bit. Yeah. So this is what you're seeing. The outermost black line is for the table. Then for the table header, that's first row, each table header got one black line border. And then similarly for table data, each cell. Okay, so it looks like a table. Clear. Now what we're going to do, let's add the uh, bootstrap link. So the bootstrap link, you don't have to remember at all. Just I will send it across and you can use it. Okay. Normally, there is a website for Bootstrap. Okay. So let's go there. We go to Bootstrap, we have to link to Bootstrap website. So all similar user components are there. Buttons, carousels, various user interface style elements are there. CDN starter. Git clone. Let me just. It's giving you an editor also here for JavaScript stack blitz. So here is a version it is at. At the corner here is version. Okay, version. Got various versions here. Download example, source code. It's going to download something into your desktop. You don't.
Also,
Yeah.
you're not sharing your
Oh,
screen.
very sorry. Let me. Sorry. Where is this? Sorry. Okay, when you go to Bootstrap, this link for HTML, what you're seeing at the bottom, is what you have to add into the style sheet at the head. When you do link rel equal to style sheet, it'll take style sheet from this href, from this link. Okay, so link tag to be included inside a head tag. Link tag to be included inside a head tag. Get bootstrap.com. So go to search here. Okay. So in Google, just go get bootstrap 5. You can say link. Bootstrap 5 link for min CSS, min.css. Let's see. Okay. So get bootstrap min.css is going to give you the code, and let's you don't have to remember anything. Just go to getbootstrap.com and you go through the getting started. You scroll down. You can just go to the bootstrap min here. It's telling something. Just copy that whole link. Are you able to get to this? I'll start from here. I searched get bootstrap link min CSS, or you can just say get bootstrap link.
For me, it shows the main page of getbootstrap.com.
But if you get to get started with bootstrap, something like that in the Google search, it'll go straight there. Get started with bootstrap. You went to the main page. Let me see. That's the main page. Okay, you are the main page like this, right?
Yes.
There should be, this is for, okay, here it is, include. Quick start. Yeah, click on quick start. The viewport is here. I was saying the responsive thing, no? Meta tag is there. And you will see this link tag. Are you getting to it? Something is cross origin, all that. Copy the whole thing. include Bootstrap, CSS, JS like that. Okay.
Uh,
Are you able to copy this?
yes.
Okay. Or just take these between the head tags, copy between the two head tags. There's no problem. Copy between the two head tags, including the meta tag. Okay. I've just copied from head to this head end tag. Copy that. Come over here onto your code where it is showing my list of fruits. I just paste here, remove this head tag. Okay, so I have page title, something it reads, but my head tag is what I pasted from. Okay, so head and the head tag ends. The rest I copied from Bootstrap. So title Bootstrap demo. You can retain this title and remove the earlier title. So all I did is copied from Bootstrap head to head and replaced it here. There's nothing more you need. File, save as. Instead of table, you can say Bootstrap like that. So Bootstrap demo, Bootstrap, and where is our list of fruits? I change it to Bootstrap. Enter. Okay, so it changed immediately to the look and feel and all that, but my lines are still missing. So the reason for that is the style elements are not here, but you have entered the style, no? Between the head tags, you entered the style, so you will get
Yes,
the
for
line.
me it's showing as a box, and then inside the box is showing product code, product name, country, and
Ah, so that's good. You can share your screen. Sorry, stop sharing. It's showing the outer box only. You got to fix this.
yeah.
Go to that code where you're editing. This table, comma th, comma td. I think this space table it took. Give a space before. I don't know where it is coming. Hmm. No. At row, I'll tell you. At row 4, there might be, yeah, TD and give it a space there. Yeah, even a space before the TH. 1px, no space. Yeah. Before the letter at row 4 TH, give a space. Yeah, before the TD and before the TH. The one before that, TH. Yeah, give it a space there. That should work. Have you saved there?
Yes.
Control S. No. Where is it?
Yes, I saved it.
Border. 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 Correct. Border. Style tags are finished. Can you check? Sorry. Yeah. Everything looks okay. Solid black. Let me try it at my end too. Yeah, it should have worked, but let's see, style tag, double, image, d, brackets. Either the style tags are not std, control S, sorry, control S. Yeah, I'm able to get that. Why is put the style tags in this manner, like where is the style tags? Keep this whole style tags from row 3 to line 3 to line 7 below the CSS. The bootstrap has remove that, cut it off from there. Copy, okay, you copied that, right? Have you copied? Not copied,
No.
undo, Control Z. Control Z, yeah. Control C, copy. Yeah, now remove it. Put it below the row 9. See what you, no, below. Yeah, just before the head tag at row 10. Yeah, paste it there. So what the idea here, yeah, you can remove that blank in the right row 3. The first the bootstrap applies, then our local style sheet applies. Now you can save this. Of course, the style tags are not aligned. That's all right. Yeah, there you go. So, okay, so this looks cleaner. It's one of the largest content delivery network in the internet because everybody as developers using Bootstrap to all the web pages. It's got billions of style elements pushed from the content delivery network for Bootstrap. Many of them use the standard. Okay, so that's the style sheets from Bootstrap and the local style sheet. Okay, the rest we, yeah, you can stop sharing. So the themes, contents, all this coming from Bootstrap. If you see, let me share my screen. I think we'll wrap it. Products table. Okay, this has some local style sheet as well. See here. Link href styles.css. I can pull majority of things from Bootstrap, but I could have a link instead of telling style like this for the table and table. However, the table style will come from one pixel solid black, but I can have my own style.css. Okay, it's a new file. Okay, it's a new file called cascading style sheets. So onto my screen, I have styles.css, which is cascading style sheet file, which is a cascade style sheet document. I open this. It's Sublime Text. Open. Hmm.
I think you could choose to open it with a different app and then maybe could suggest.
Uh,
Where it says open with, it's giving an option to choose another app below such the Microsoft. Yeah, there. Maybe that's.
Another app. Okay. Where is Sublime Text here? No problem. But earlier when Sublime Text was installed, it used to show. I'm just choosing Notepad. No problem. So yeah. See, that's the CSS file. Hold on. Let me do it through this one itself. Bootstrap. File open. File open. Yeah. Styles. Yeah. Styles.css. Yeah. Like this. Some local file. Okay. And there it has got a body tag and it's got color, some color in the background color, an image with a linear gradient like this. Font size is 18, height is 640. So the letters, font size, everything is driven from this file for the HTML body. HTML body applies all through the HTML body. A background image, linear gradient. Wow, what is that? From the what is a gradient? Gradient is a color gradient we saw. To top, gradient to top, 0 to 100. At 0 means at the bottom of the screen is one color and the top is this color. Now, how to find these gradients? We have a public site called web gradients. It is a private, it's a company which which is furnishing fresh background colors for different applications. So you have like the skins in some application. So here is different background colors. They have put it out there and they're testing who likes what. So the moment you want to copy one gradient, you can do so. Let's say um, I like some color gradient like that. Okay. Um, So that's what I have done. So if you like this gradient, copy CSS, and he is giving you some feedback, awesome, like that. And then come over here, he lets you paste that CSS. Okay. So that gradient is now going to apply. Control S, I save the CSS to styles12.css. Come over here, I need to include the styles to my to the styles link. Okay, so link href styles.css rel style sheet. So where is this? It is just inside below the bootstrap link. So first link is bootstrap, second link is my style sheet. So then the background will change like this. Watch one moment. So below the bootstrap link, I'm going to add another link. Link. Okay. sorry, it's not link and slash link. It's just link. And inside, I'm going to say, what is that? Href is equal to styles12.css. Okay, so it's going to be my style sheet, and rel is equal to style sheet. The same thing, rel equal to style sheet. So what we have done here is we added one more single link. See, there is no close tag here. So I can close. Sorry, there's no close tag. If I just prefer it, there's no close tag. So it's just a link with two parameters. Href is that styles, and then rel style sheet. Href is styles 1, 2, and rel is style sheet. So I just save that, Control S, and I come here to my bootstrap. I refresh. Now the colors have changed. Okay. And this is coming from my local style sheet, which I just showed you here, this one. So that's how you can choose a gradient, the font size, height, the foreground color and the background color of this color is the text color, like that. So then overall it appears in a very good gradient. Below is one color at 0% and like that gradient what we saw there here from this gradient has come. Let's take another gradient. They're just giving some encouragement like that. Webgradients.com. Webgradients.com. So if you come back, paste that, Control S, go to your site, refresh, gradient change. It's just you can use it for any development. So the gradients are available from a lot of collections, and they're just looking who liked what. The moment you choose, they're giving some encouragement like that. And then go here, paste. You don't have to know anything. Just paste whatever gradient is set there. Control S. Yeah, Apple will change to that color, slightly different color. So at this end is one color and that end is this color, which is what they're showing here. That means at this end is this color, 645E2 is here. Not necessarily exactly same numbers seen here. The other end is 2. This one probably. Or can copy some other. So left color, right color is here. Okay. And then click on copy and bring it forward. There are so many gradients like this. That's the one. Top to bottom. Control S. Save explicitly. Here, refresh. Hit change. Are you getting it? You can share your screen. with that, we will wrap it up. It's been quite a while. Yeah, you can share your screen, Srinath. Uh-huh. Okay. And what you do, yeah, get to get to the desktop. First, you have to introduce that styles.css. So, so let me just send this file to you through the chat. On Zoom chat. Oops. Okay, styles12.css can be any name, but the extension is .css. Okay, and so put this file in the same folder where you have the bootstrap -sriram HTML. Keep it, save it in the same folder. Yeah. File save as. No, it's file is good. Yeah, that's good. And then you saved in the correct location. Yeah, that's fine. Keep that file there. Now get back to our HTML code. Under the link where it is the bootstrap. No, you can close the CSS. CS is good. Okay. CS is good. Under the link where, yeah, enter there, put another link, tag, link, yeah. Rel style sheet, type, text, href, you're going to say styles12.css. Styles12.css. Yes, that's good. That's good. Save this. Go to refresh. There you go. So that you can choose another gradient, though this looks a little different. Go to webgradients.com. Web gradients. Enter. Yeah. Choose anything which you like, and you replace that in the, yeah. In the style CSS, open the style CSS file from here. Into file open. Yeah. Just overwrite that. No. Just the background image. Just one tag. Yeah, just that one. Yeah. There are two semicolons. You can remove one. Yeah. Save this. And refresh. There you go. So this way you can make your make the application have a good sheet on the background. That's the background gradient. Quite cool with various options on the web gradient website. Okay. Okay, so we will wrap it up here. Though it has been quite a haul with basic HTML, but I hope you got the message. There are still more to HTML, okay, like Flexbox, which fits things like grid. These are a little more finer aspects, all about the CSS and all that. And that should be good for the intro. Okay. What I'll do in the next session, next week, we'll look at SQL. Okay. So now you're getting some good understanding of HTML, right? So
Yes.
quick recap. We took a simple HTML with the H1 tags, and then we looked at um, um, H1 tags, right? H1 tags, yes. And then we looked at a user, simple user and a submit button as a subscription to the page. Okay. Like this.
Understood. I can't see your.
Yeah, hold on. Let me just share. Just giving a recap here. Yeah. So we first looked at this thing, subscription to your newsletter as a simple text and button. Then we went into login with the username, password. You could type something, click submit. Then we changed it to a list. A list. Sorry, this is showing a table because I overwrote the list. Okay. And then we got into a table. Okay. Table. And finally, we did the bootstrap. Okay. So bootstrap. And the table automatically adjusted to the bootstrap. And we had a local style sheet, which was another link further from the bootstrap to a local style sheet. Okay, like this, a link called styles12 CSS. Apart from having this border and all that. So that's an intro to HTML. Okay, of course, there are more to the style sheet side of things, like how it flexes. In this page, now Bootstrap is responsive. Responsive means if you see now, if I scroll, it is shrinking and all that. Okay, it's adjusting to the size of the screen. You see, it didn't break beyond a certain point because 40% was given, right? And it's stretching. You see the product name, country, and all stretching and all that. So without Bootstrap, this will not happen. Okay, without Bootstrap, it will just break and all that. It will just be a little scrambling on the screen. But with Bootstrap, we can do all this. See this. It just stretches according to the width of the screen. Okay. So Bootstrap is heavily used. Okay. So that's the standard. And it's public and it's freely available. Okay. It covers a lot of things. You can spend some time, but majority of developers go to that particular thing, copy the link and put it back. Okay. So yeah, so many aspects of display like cards. See, this is a card. The code is readily there. Developers just lift this code and put it into your script, HTML script, start modifying. Card display, spinners, many UI components, means user interface components. Okay, carousel is something which is like this. This is a carousel. First slide, second slide, like that. It just lets you scroll. No, you might have seen this in web pages. It's all coming from Bootstrap. So these capabilities are given by Bootstrap, and developers just copy from here. The code is there. Copy and lift and start changing. That's the approach majority of them follow. Okay, Sriram. So with that, we come to the end of HTML introduction. Hope it was not too much of a good haul for you. I mean, was it too much? It was a long
No, no,
session.
no, it was fine. It was...
Okay, this is good. Okay. So next session would be SQL. It's a very short one. Not too much of SQL, but basic SQL structured query language handled database. And then on, we'll get to application development framework. Okay, you enjoy your rest of the day. Happy Sunday, and we'll meet next week.
Have a good day. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye. Bye, Sarah.